TikTok psychic. 2 words that say more than 1,000 words ever could.
This TikTok psychic is currently in denial that she completely ruined her life after essentially spending
Just woman things, I guess.
a whole year falsely accusing a University of Idaho professor of ending the lives of her students. And she did so in over
What? What are you... That's wild.
100 different TikToks and multiple different YouTube videos. Then when she was finally served a cease and desist to remove all this content, she said she would rather use that as toilet paper.
I'm about to put this demand letter Rebecca Schofield attorney sent me by the tissue so I can wipe my...
A very unhinged individual, as you can clearly say. Well, anyone who uses TikTok is a red flag. Anyone who claims to be a psychic is a red flag. Anyone who claims to be a TikTok psychic is beyond the red flag. We have evolved.
with it.
After that, she made multiple videos saying that she was excited for the lawsuit and she would finally get the opportunity to prove to the world that the professor did it.
I've been against people, big and small corporations and giants.
This sounds completely unironically mad, by the way. So, she's accusing this professor of deleting her students, but now she thinks that she's going to be able to prove it in a court case? I mean, what?
Systemic policies and racism in one.
Ah, there you go, systemic racism. Mwah. My favorite word in the dictionary. I don't think it's in the dictionary, by the way, but it should be, as much considering how much America loves that term.
They all regret coming against me, all of them. Now Rebecca is going to be added to that list of regretful people.
What proof, you may ask? Well, apparently tarot cards and her own spiritual intuition. Then on top of that, she was representing
Obviously.
herself in court. So it's safe to say she's getting
Smart.
absolutely obliterated, and she's made a
Smart.
complete mockery out of the legal system and stolen an entire year from the professor.
I would argue that the legal system made a complete mockery out of her.
Professor's life. And is she sorry? Absolutely not. Because
Obviously.
recently Ashley decided to go onto a podcast by name of Swamp Rose, and here she essentially proved that she learned nothing and is in complete denial that she ruined her own life.
You've received some major backlash from some very large and powerful YouTubers. And could you please tell me and the audience how that negative coverage on YouTube has affected your life?
Well, it's
Okay, so first of all, this person asking a question has already set the stage and the implication that this person is in absolutely no fault whatsoever about anything that was done here. Nice.
surprised me how people who've known me for years, all my life, family, friends, and also people who've gotten readings from me and seeing the accuracy of the readings, it surprises me how, and it's not just YouTubers, it's been the news.
If you get your palm read by anyone and then you think, wow, this is accurate, it's not accurate. You just literally took an IQ test and you failed hard.
Media, and it's been social media. It's been both. So it's like, you know, you have the older generations who watch the news and saying these things that are not true about me, and then you have younger generation who's seeing things on social media. All of the lies being spread on different.
Care to share what magical lies are we talking about? I mean, you know, you're a fortune teller. The lies they are spreading are probably pretty funny.
Cultures, and it bothered me that people who know me, I felt like moved different. They started to act differently with me. So I'm like, okay, so you believe this stuff?
Believe what stuff? That you made up an elaborate story accusing a random professor in Idaho of having an affair, then ending the lives of multiple
An affair?
students due to this affair, and you did so in over 100 different TikTok videos and a full synopsis on YouTube, and
Oh my god. Full synopsis of the plot to kill the 4, I'm guessing, students? 40 minutes long. Wow, that is impressive.
the only proof you have is tarot cards. No wonder people are going, "Man,
The only proof you have is that do not give these people even that, okay? It's not proof. tarot cards are not proof, okay? It's delusion, and these people should be made to feel bad about it.
Maybe I'll take a couple steps back from this woman, because no sane woman would ever do that.
Also,
Yeah.
it's unbiased. It's like the disposition for everyone was that I was lying or implausible, and that all of it, that she was just innocent. There was no question regarding whether or not I was telling the truth or not. It was an automatic disposition that I was lying, that
Truth from tarot cards? Yeah, this is crazy world.
she was innocent. So I just thought that was interesting that no one questioned her, or no one even put themselves.
Why would they question her? You literally diarrheed over a table and said, haha, this person is a murderer. Well, there's no proof in that, you crazy broad.
On the outside looking in, or even made an unbiased attempt to say it could be true or not.
Because that's not how it works. You don't have proof. It's not the professor who's supposed to prove that she's innocent. It's you who needs to prove that she's guilty. You know, with something a little bit more concrete than tarot cards and intuition.
So it wasn't an even playing. It was unfair coverage altogether on the news and also on YouTube. I didn't like that.
Okay, should I go Omega Dark Pill here? Should I actually say, okay? There is no fixing this woman. There is none. We have seen this before, okay? Women who lie about the big odds and things like that, and then nothing happens, or they get proven wrong, and they sometimes even go to prison. And guess what? They go to prison, they double down, they did nothing wrong. Because the reality is, you can't fix a woman like this. Except one thing. I kinda don't want to say what it is, but you know, a couple of decent force actions, and she would be right as rain, okay? There is only one cure for stupidity of this level. It is what it is.
I don't think the professor liked her name being dragged through all this because you decided to do a tarot card reading on the university faculty website.
I know that the truth is going to come out, and when it does, don't try to switch up again. You know, I just have a mental note of those who stood by me and those who did not.
She's throwing herself a complete pity party and taking zero accountability. She's basically lost this lawsuit and she still believes that she's correct. Meanwhile, the people who are interviewing her are like, you did such a great job. What?
It's so nice listening to you. You're clearly, you know, lovely and intelligent and sincere.
Pretty ugly and borderline autistic. That would be my take, but you know, it is what it be.
And, you know, just so you know, I've read all of the legal documents, and it's obvious, because you're pro se, that
Bitch probably can't even read.
You've really dug in, and now you're almost like a legal expert, because the way that you're writing I'm a paralegal, so I'm saying the way that you've written your motions and everything is well done.
Do we read the same lawsuit? Like, she lost the
I don't need to read a lawsuit to know that this is absolutely BS.
lawsuit because she clearly doesn't understand how they work. She was super excited to go to court, but then she realized, oh no, I need a little bit more than just tarot cards and spiritual intuition to ruin an innocent person's life. So then she started saying the whole lawsuit's unfair. She's wasted a year of her own life trying to ruin another professor's life, and now she's about to have to pay for it. But I guess...
Can we get the backstory why she actually hates the professor? Because there's definitely a backstory for why she actually hates that professor. There's no way it's just a random professor that, you know, never wronged her and she has never seen in her life. No. There must be some kind of magical backstory.
Yes, not before she gets some praise from this podcast by the name of Swamp Rose. Because what planet are these people on to praise her?
And, you know, for me, I'm not necessarily, I don't know the things that you know, and that Kiki knows more about spirituality and that.
Hey, when your name is Kiki, everything you say is defaultly stupid, okay? It is what it is.
Kind of thing than I do, but
I believe in the magic of stars, and the magic of stars is telling me if your name is Kiki, fuck. It's not looking good.
What I do believe is that you're very sincere in your belief, and I respect that. And so, and I'm
Oh no, this is fucking woman logic 101 here. If you believe this girl, you are right. You are right. You're lying about an innocent person. You have no proof, but if you believe it, you can do it. You can manifest a destiny, girl. Let's go. God, these women need psychiatrical treatment? No. They need something else.
I'm sorry that when you come out and you speak your truth and what you believe to be the truth.
There we go, your truth. Your truth is a very popular thing in America, and I have not had the opportunity to finally talk about this, but I hate your truth. The whole concept of your truth, my truth, or whatever kind of magical truth is that you can ignore everything and completely just work off it because it's your truth. It's fundamentally not based in reality. Your truth is fundamentally based in what you want to believe. It is a literal sickness. It is a literal problem that needs to be completely eradicated. Because women love their truth. Because it's just an automatic way to completely ditch all the responsibility for any bad decision. And for you to be right about everything without needing to prove that you're right. Because it's your magical truth. I absolutely hate this. Anyone who ever uses the word my truth, your truth, or whatever, I, without hesitation, put them at the lowest denominator of society, aka complete useless garbage that deserves the worst in life. And well, this strategy has been working out for me perfectly because I have yet to be wrong. Amazing. Amazing how something this telling just works so easily.
Such backlash. And I don't condone that. I don't agree with it. And I think we live in a society where we all have different views and we're coming from different perspectives. And I don't...
Yeah, look at that. Twist reality so whatever you say is correct. That is your truth. It's complete bull.
I don't think you can rule anything out.
So people should just be able to throw out wild accusations at others with zero proof and then get...
Yes, because they believe and their truth is true.
Zero repercussions? What? Two women interviewing her.
Again, the funniest part about this is you can put these women in jail and they will not learn a single fucking thing. They're probably gonna double down, triple down, and quadruple down, honestly.
The two women interviewing her are bending over backwards to try and be liked as much as possible by Ashley, and I don't understand why.
What made you feel like you would...
Because they're stupid. There you go. Not a hard thing to figure out, Tozy.
Convicted in that reading?
Initially, when I did the readings, it was it was too easy. The answer was too easy. So I was like, okay, before I talk about this, because I'm also a person, I don't like people being falsely accused, especially of murder. I've read a case before, or about a case before, where a guy was like for years abused and harassed and accused of a murder he didn't commit, and he ended up, I don't know if I can say the right words here, but he ended up unaliving himself. I don't play those type of games.
What do you mean? You literally went on a campaign to falsely accuse someone of exactly that.
When I did get the information regarding her role, I was like, this is too easy. Let me do the same thing I did for, I think it was like 10 people on the history department's page. So I started readings on all of them. And then I noticed that the readings that I was getting on her was very different than the readings I was getting on the other people. So it was consistent with that. And then, I asked questions, and then I asked them in a different way, or how was her relationship with this person? How was her relationship with this person? I tried to ask different questions, or the same questions in different ways, to see if the readings match. So if I asked how was their relationship, and I asked what was her role in the murders, it has to align, because it has to make...
Dude, she took the most unscientifical thing ever, and then she actually is kind of applying a scientific form of judgment to it. to determine is it false or not. How can you be so stupid yet kind of elaborate at the same time?
It makes spiritual sense, but it also has to make what I would say is logical sense as well.
Doing tarot card readings on a history department website of a university doesn't sound like a logical reason to falsely accuse someone of murder.
If I'm asking what her role is in the murders and it says that she orchestrated it, but then it should also be a reading saying why, and it should also be a reading that aligns saying what their relationship was and how it went wrong. It should also be a reading on how she was connected. Everything should align, and everything did align. So it wasn't necessarily, it was intuitive messages. You know, reading a book, normally you're just reading the words in a book. All of it aligned. So it wasn't necessarily like a strong feeling. It's just intuitive messages. And so reading a normal book, you're just reading.
What is an intuitive message? Does that just mean something that you have to 100% interpret yourself?
The words, but in an intuitive reading, you have, it's like reading in between the lines and trying to intuitively understand what.
Yep. So it's essentially, hey, insert random whatever you want here. Nice.
The message is being sent to you, what message is being sent to me. So I just had to make sure by doing multiple readings that I'm reading it the right way, that I'm getting the right message. So after doing so many, it all made sense.
Okay, and again, this was strong enough.
It all made sense. Boys, you heard that? It all made sense.
Evidence to waste 1 year of your life going after a random professor in Idaho, falsely accusing her as a murderer. But
yeah, obviously, she probably doesn't have anything else to do.
apparently she might not be done with this kind of content that got her sued in the first place.
I'm trying to see what I want to do because I don't want this case to get me off my purpose or my path to purpose. I still, when I see true crime and things of that sort, these cases, and there was just this recent case with the chief.
Oh my god, how could all of us guess that she loves true crime and shit? How? How? Oh, that's right, because, dude, every woman is obsessed with, like, thrillers, murders, and true crimes. It's crazy. Then you give someone like this the ability to interpret whatever thing she wants in her reality and make it default right because of reasons. And there you go, someone's a murderer. The delusion is strong with this one.
I want to use my gift. I want to find out what happened and I want to talk about it. But it's like I felt underappreciated. So if I have an elite gift to offer and it's
gifted, nice,
not being appreciated, it's almost like,
sad.
Yeah, I have a passion for it, but I don't want to use it. I don't want to use my gift while it's not being appreciated. It's like getting in a pigsty. I don't want to be in a sty with pigs and trying to teach them spirituality when it's a pig. It doesn't want to know. So it's just, I don't know. I'm just trying to get to a point where I can get back.
Do you think she thinks Wakanda is a real place? I have a feeling she does.
On my path to purpose without me feeling like people don't deserve it.
So it seems like she believes she's better than people who don't blindly believe her tarot card readings. Yeah, that sounds healthy and normal.
Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly. Exactly what I would kind of expect from a person like this.
It seems like she's in complete denial that this tarot card reader's side quest in her life has completely ruined it. But the interviewers just feed into it.
Hey, and I thought of something while you were talking about.
Her name is Kiki. And she has more pipe laid in her than, a town. So, there you go. Obviously, they're going to be supportive of her.
Teaching pigs. My father had a saying I thought I'd share with you. He said, you can try to teach a pig to sing, but it's not going to work, and you're just going to piss off the pig. So.
What? But at least someone finally asked her a good question.
When you say the things that you say and, you get the reading results, do you consider that like fact or your personal opinion?
So I guess
you probably know why I'm asking that.
Yes, I do. Yeah. So, from the perspective of me, I see it as...
From the perspective of me, this is just, again, removing any any responsibility ever, because it's not a perspective that you can understand. It's from the perspective of me. This is great.
I don't want to use the word fact because I feel like fact is a
I also don't like to use the word facts and logic when I'm being completely unhinged on heroin.
legal word.
No, it's your truth. It's your truth.
Yes, I see it as true. Now, fact, I don't know if it can be considered a fact because the legal definition of it is more logical. Fact is, yeah. So, but truth, 100%, because people lie all the time. But a spirit does not lie.
Why is she
Spirit doesn't. Hey, say what you will. You can't find that logic, boys. A spirit does not lie. And you can't even fucking talk to spirits, so what do you know, you absolute tarot not reading card loser? How dare you? How dare you question this woman and her integrity?
fighting this case if she also recognizes this? Also, why is the interviewer just not letting her answer for herself? It's like she had anxiety, she asked a tough question and doesn't want Ashley to dislike her for it, so she tries to help her answer it. But this is a
No, I don't feel that these women even care about her liking it. They're just actually sold in the spirituality shit. That's it.
apparently why Ashley never quit the lawsuit.
My guy say anything to me about all the legal troubles that I'm going through. Yes. So that takes me back to doing readings on myself. Now, when I initially continued to report on my TikTok, it did say that in the end, Schofield will lose her case. So I'm like, oh, she's going to lose her case. Initially, I'm thinking, is she going to lose the case? Is she going to be arrested for murder? But in retrospect, it was alluding to her losing this. She's going to lose the case. That was just predicted in the beginning. But my readings also predicted and said, going to be losing stuff.
Wait, did she decide what to do with the case and the lawsuit based on predictions also? I mean, say what you will, but this woman is completely locked in one hundo into the insane tree.
So bad or going through a troubled time that I'm going to wish that it was over. Now, my ego self was hoping that was talking to her. So when I did that reading, I'm like, she's going to be losing so bad, not me. In retrospect, because of everything that I'm going on in my life, it's like, okay, I get what it was saying about me going through a period of time where I'm troubled and going through ups and downs. Because my reading, even before this case, it was telling me I was going to go through a period where I'm a trying time. So yes, I was.
God, I love this prediction shit. You're gonna have a period in life where it's not gonna be great. Oh my god, the gypsy after 10 years was right. Yeah.
Was warned, and yes, I continue to do it because I don't know what else to do. If something is telling me that I'm essential to something, or if something is essentially a part of me, I don't know how else to behave. I don't know how to quit. I don't know how to stop. I just know to do what I purpose to do. That's all I know.
I think it's safe to say she has a very self-destructive intuition, but anyway, what's her game plan now?
I do see some changes.
Self-destruction intuition. Tozie's already buying into the spirituality crap almost.
So hopefully those changes come soon. Still relying on the truth to be revealed. So hopefully more information comes out and, everything could be brought out.
What kind of magical information? Isn't the tarot cards enough?
To light. I think a lot of people will be surprised. But I really don't have anything more to say about it. I'm just letting time and trusting the process and letting it just happen as it's supposed to happen.
So her plan is to wait until the world finds out the professor actually did it?
By the way, imagine after 2 years the professor actually is convicted of murder. Man, would that be the twister that no one expected.
Okay, what a terrible plan. But as for the ongoing lawsuit, the professor is currently waiting for the court to grant the plaintiff's motion for partial summary judgment and hold Miss Gilliard liable for defamatory statements as a matter of law. In the lawsuit summary, it says the evidence conclusively establishes that Miss Gilliard's statements defame Professor Schofield. All that remains is for a jury to determine
Yeah, that's a pretty easy defamation thing.
The amount of Professor Schofield's damages. But if you want the full story of everything that happened, I made an entire summary.
Oh, I haven't seen this. Well, whatever. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sensei. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And that was a Tozy. He's 26. Wow, they're aging like milk at this point. A Tozy, you need to, go specialists, you know, get a little bit, you know, I thought you're 40, okay, my dude? It is what it is. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye-bye.